Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But welcome back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. If you want to watch, you are listening to Midnight Run with Michael. Hope y'all are doing good. If you want to watch this live, go to twitch.tv/MetalClickOriginal. All one word. Not only can you watch it live, you can interact in the chat. Watch it happen live. You can see it unedited, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Change how the show goes. Oh, no way. No way. Speaking of no way, we'll get to that second. I'll bring in special guests in a couple seconds. I think he can hear me. I hope so. I think he can. Yeah. But you can interact, chat. You can watch it live. You can watch the after show, but it's up on Twitch for 2 weeks. But once it's gone, it's gone. But you can watch the edited episodes on YouTube and on Spotify. But on Spotify, you can also watch the radio show, which I'm getting into my fucking good air. I put out a very serious episode on Tuesday. Very serious, but it's the era where I start having like consistent and good episodes, which means it's going to be a pain in the ass to edit. And it's also COVID, so like it sounds like I'm talking through a cloth the entire time. So at least you could tell the difference between me now and me back then, because there's a bit more gruff or something like that. But yeah. But what the fuck am I doing? Let's get into the actual conversation. You bring tonight's guest in. You know him, you love him. Popski99.
No way.
No way. Did I fuck it up? Yes, I did. No way.
Get out of town.
So the biggest thing I think we have to talk about is Fat Bear Week.
Is the greatest thing that
The
I ever
greatest.
brought to our
The
group.
greatest. I think this year, I don't know about you, I think this year was a good year.
I think
Probably not
certainly better than last.
It's certainly better than last year. I don't think it got the same amount of votes as last year did, but
That's true. But last year was, might I say, last year was a bonk year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that every single bracket pick that I had last year was wrong.
Really?
Almost. It was pretty close.
What the fuck? I gotta have your tab open? That's crazy.
Ew.
Wait, can I actually... Okay, yeah, that's weird. So I just have to literally look at you at the same time. It's so weird.
That's odd.
So let me get the window tab, because I have the bracket up. Because
shit.
I'd rather have the bracket up. So... second round choice for Chunk to get in there. I think that was a bold move. I think it was a safe move to put him in the second round because of his broken jaw.
I think,
but
I said it the day they announced this contenders. Chunk was going all the
way.
And even if he didn't go all the way in the bracket, he was going all the way in my.
Mm-hmm.
And by God, did he manage both?
For real. I'm actually glad that Grazer lost, not in the fact that
yes,
because let me check, because I know she's won in past years.
This year would have been her three-peat. She won the last 2 years in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row. I don't think she deserved it. Like, she did not show up at all. Like,
I agree.
Like, you compare how the first time she won, she looks huge. Second time,
was
also
big.
huge.
Large lad.
She was large, but like, let's meet the. I can't remember her picture from this year, and I kind of want to give her a little bit of.
It's just not as
like-
impressive.
Oh wait, that's 503. It's just not as. I think the angle doesn't help it, and I feel like
That's true.
the before image that she has looks the exact same and has been for years. Like the exact same image. I could be wrong. I could easily be wrong, but it looks the exact same.
And I will say, there's something to
isn't.
be said for consistency. There is.
Mm-hmm.
However,
However,
I think, and this has always been, I think that you can take personality into account if you really want to. You can take the Bears' stories into account if you want to. But I think at the end, Fat Bear Week, who is the fattest bear?
that's
I don't-
true.
I don't care how you got there. I just need to know, is how much of you is fucking dangling down into the river when you're fishing at the end of the season?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not your whole midsection, you're doing it. And I think that, quite frankly, I think that Chunk was. I think our two finalists this year were the only two in my mind that deserve to be finalists.
Yes. I feel like
I
856.
believe was it 856?
856. Yeah. Let me go to 856 because
He's a large lad as well.
I think the
And
amount
he
of
had
growth,
an amount
the
of
amount
growth.
of growth.
I mean,
Like,
you
yeah.
can see his hip bone.
Yeah. Skin and bones to like arguably he may not be the biggest bear. He's old, but and like smaller in general, but I feel like that's
And
huge.
He made a showing.
Huge.
He's dense.
I said it last week, but I feel like he looks like that carnival, like the carnival ride where you like sit in the bear and you spin it around. I think he
Yeah.
looks like that. Like the size.
I agree.
But some of the other ones,
I
I don't know.
I think it was the only two who really could have, in my mind, made it to the finals.
Mhm.
And I think that ultimately, and this is me immediately going against what I kind of just said, but I think that, I mean, I do think that Chunk is bigger,
Mhm.
but I also think weighing in the fact that he had a broken jaw all summer
Yes, yeah.
and still managed to be
As-
arguably
Mhm.
the uncontested biggest.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think it's still healing, but I think with his age, I don't think it matters, and with how big he is, I think that helps.
Right.
But he's still able. But as you just said, he's still able to get it, and I think because of that, Chunk earned the W here.
Well, and I mean, I just hope,
And I don't think he's.
you know, we hate to say it because you know we think of the fates of some of our favorite contenders. 747, for example, more than likely has
gone.
has passed on. Rest in peace to the one true champion.
Otis.
Truly the Michael Jordan of Fat Bear Week.
Michael Jordan of Fat Bear Week.
Truly. But I think that, you know, I mean, I think there's a real chance that Chunk, with his age and his condition, you know, he might not have many more Fat Bear Weeks with us. And so I think that it, you know, and I'm usually against kind of the idea of a legacy award, but I think if anyone's earned it, it's him.
Yeah, because he's been in this for.
He's been around. He's been
for a
around since I've
while.
been paying attention.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel
And I
like
think
856 is also an old one, but also at the same time, I feel like he's a bit more spry and
well,
still
and
has
it's
some
tough,
time.
too. I mean, quite frankly, and I'll be really transparent here. Like, if they don't have like a name associated with them, they're just a number.
Mm-hmm. And that's
856 could have been a contender the last 5 years.
Oh,
and
exactly.
I wouldn't know the difference.
yeah.
You know,
Like I think
Chunk's been around forever.
forever.
Razor's been around forever. 747
I think
was around.
747 I think is the only exception because 747 is associated with the
Right.
plane. But that's
Yes,
that's
exactly.
it.
He kind of well, and I mean, he had his nickname. He had Bear Force One,
Bear Force 1.
but
Yeah.
you know, I think he kind of stood alone. He was a giant amongst giants.
Do I have? I don't have an Aurelia. I don't have a Bear Force 1 on me. That's a Magic the Gathering reference. Magic the Gathering reference. But that's not now. Not now. I got to keep my excitement down. Oh.
Oh, but yeah, I think that we got the outcome that we wanted.
Yeah.
Out of this season.
I think the
And-
one question about it's like, oh, Grazer, and I have mentioned this in the Discord. It's like, oh, Grazer lost because she's a woman and whatever. No, the reason, like, compared to the other mother bears or failed mother bears, and there's surprisingly a lot in this past year.
There are.
She's not the best. She did not show up. Like,
Correct.
I think what was it 910 probably had the best showing, or 909. Like, there's
It was
whatever.
one of the 900s.
One of the 900s did a very good job, but they weren't going to win. I think it was
but
901,
they
910.
deserved their spot in the bracket,
Exactly.
to be sure.
And that's why, like, I thought, like, when Grazer went down, I'm like, finally.
And you know, one thing that I always I consider a lot is, you know, especially with the introduction of Fat Bear Week Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And the introduction of adding in a cub
that was
into the main competition as the winner of the Junior Fat Bear Week. I think that there is a lot to be said for whether or not those cubs are able to carry their performance into the next year.
Yeah.
You know, I think that gives you a lot of negotiating power, so to say.
Yeah.
I think if you're able to not only make it into Fat Bear Week Jr., but then also the next year still show up, you're making a name for yourself, and you're doing it early on in your career.
Yeah. And I feel like even if it's like a first year cub or something like that, and you're still in Fat Bear Week Jr. and you're doing it multiple times in a row, I think that also says another thing, that you are consistent, but you're also getting bigger. Like with 609 though, like the one that 128 beat, 609 was just a freeloader. Technically 609 should have been away from its mom, but wasn't.
True.
And just didn't grow that well.
I will say, the part that does divide me, Fat Bear Week Jr., or at least putting them into the main bracket, is that they're destined to fail.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you're never going to see a yearling take it all the way. You're just not, and not unless the votes are rigged. If that's the case, and we need to throw the whole thing out and start over, because anyone who's being legitimate about this,
unless if they're
cannot look at a cub compared to, say, Chunk or 747 and be like, yeah, this one's bigger.
Unless if they're Bear Messiah, there's no way they're gonna win.
That's just not how it works. That's just not how it works.
Not how it works.
And I'm tired. I don't think that we need to pretend like it worked any other way than it does.
I don't. I think the way that it did, we did it. We got our mission done. We came, we saw, and we succeeded.
Right. We handled
it. And again, like, I keep harping on Grazer. I think she did good in previous years. I think this past year she just did not show. Period.
Well, and I think it's a case of, it's a case of our heroes showing their age.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that is kind of tough to acknowledge. I mean, we said, we didn't see 747 this year.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of think that he just didn't come out of his den this spring. And that's you don't like to think about it.
You don't like to think about it.
That's the case,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. And so I think it's important for us to see, kind of bear witness to the
Bear witness.
to bear witness to these titans, you know, showing their mortality and showing us that they aren't, you know, they aren't above us in any way. They're like they can die.
Mm-hmm. And that's the beauty of nature. That's the whole point that we're here.
It really is.
To live, die, and appreciate Fat Bear Week.
To live, die, and eat berries and salmon.
Mm-hmm. Berries and salmon. Dig.
So I think that I mentioned this in the Discord as well. I mean, the Fat Bear Week. I mean, the Brooks Falls stream where they are is a household staple.
Mm-hmm.
There's live stream 24/7. That camera pointed at those falls. And that's usually just up on the living room TV.
Crazy.
Most of the summer. We're just the bears.
Your mic is kind of like cutting out. It's kind of funny because like when you're like the bears, we're just kind of
watching the bears.
Watching the bears.
Maybe I should speak into the mic and not at a 90-degree angle from the mic.
Nah.
Mm-mm. What are the basics of microphoning? Not that. Michael phoning. Welcome to the microphone.
You just witnessed the microphone.
You just witnessed the Michael.
You just got microphone.
Audio listeners, your host just deep-throated his microphone live on it.
Twice.
2 times, that's correct.
Give me a 6-bite burger right now. I'll do it.
Give me a 1, give me a 2.
Give me a 1 dance.
I need a 1.
We need a plot. Okay, so we need a plot. Currently, our friend, Outsider Cam, is flying all the way to the UK.
He is. He is. And Godspeed to him.
Godspeed to him. I hope.
And you know where he's going next? The moon.
The moon.
He's going to the moon.
He's
tonight.
Fucking up all night watching the telly.
Usual.
That's another. Goddamn, that's another old Pop Cider classic. What's another one?
Panel.
I think of a good old joke from back then. I mean, the Yippee technically was an old one.
Remember Hester?
Oh, the Hester. I still call my marble, and whenever I do a marbles on stream, and someone else's whatever, I haven't done it since I moved, but like whenever I do a marbles on stream, I always just like cheer on my boy Hester Jr.
That's awesome. And it's one of those where it's like you kind of forget the origins, but you just know that you're supposed to keep doing it.
Exactly.
You're like, where did that?
Where the big?
I don't know.
Well, it's like a.
But I have to keep doing it.
Exactly. It's like the tradition to celebrate Fat Bear Week.
That's
Everything is Fat Bear Week.
That's right.
Your Fat Bear Week.
I love that through multiple iterations.
We're all Fat Bear Week.
Trimming the fat, so to speak. Like getting rid of channel. Fat Bear Week is the one just never gets touched.
It never does.
It will live the test.
It will.
It will outlive us.
It will outlive the way that you were just talking to the mic. I don't know if it's like it has to be weird compression on it, but it's fine. But the way that
there's a fan blowing behind me.
Oh yeah.
That usually fuck.
It's
Discord.
so hot in here. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm like constantly drinking because it's that time of year where it's like, oh, it's cool sort of at night, but if I open my window, I'm going to get a shit ton of bugs.
Yep.
That's the problem.
That's like, we were just looking at the weather earlier tonight, and it's like tomorrow or Friday, we're still supposed to have a high of like 89 degrees. But then it starts to dip down into actually being like fall weather, which good.
Yeah.
About time.
And I know that like I've watched the morning news where they can, but they haven't really said anything about like as to why. Cause like, you know,
Yeah.
I think it's like, it's just abnormally hot. Global warming, who knows? But I think it's just like, I mean, it has been warm in the past in October, early October, but it's like, it's been a little bit warmer than usual. But
I remember my freshman year of college, we had that really warm weekend.
My God, yeah.
Like right at the beginning of October. Because it had been cold.
Yes.
Like it had gotten cold already in September. And then all of a sudden it was a full weekend of high 7, 08.
Oh my God.
I just remember all of us being like, oh my.
I just remember sweating my balls off in the dorms. Cause like,
oh, true. Yeah.
Like always, like there's two options in those dorms. Either have the door open, which like you could if you're that social, or have the window open.
Yeah. How did you guys deal with the cold dorm?
And the dorms?
Did you have
there were
did you
heaters.
find that your rooms were pretty cold?
Mine wasn't too bad. I mean, I think in Blard, rest in peace, Blard, or Ballard Hall. It was like hard floor, but I think what really did it was having carpets and stuff to cover.
Yeah.
Because then it was warmer and you didn't get that like contact.
True.
But I don't think it was too bad.
Because we were in Snar.
Snar.
If you remember how those were kind of laid out, it was like the lounge was in like the middle, and then all the rooms were like around the outside in like a square. And our rooms would get really cold because also that winter of freshman was like,
oh yeah, it was
cold.
It was like, I don't think it was cold. I think it was snowing a lot because I had to walk across the street.
But there was also, because I remember our friend Colin, who had not dealt with real snow before. I remember when we got the first email that classes were canceled just because it was too cold to go outside, not because of the snow. It was like, it's like negative 50 degrees outside. It's legitimately unhealthy for you to step outside. Don't do it. And I just remember him being like, why? What the fuck am I doing here? like I don't belong here. Yeah, so I remember what we would do freshman year is we would all, and also, I mean, we were a very tight knit floor.
Exactly. I know.
And so we would band together in the lounge for most of the day because classes were canceled. And we would turn the stove on, and we would turn the oven on as hot as it would go, and we would crack the door, and we would sit around it like it was like a campfire, and we were like cavemen because we were like wrapped in our furs,
Jesus
and just like
Christ.
shivering around the fire. It felt like apocalyptic.
God damn.
And we had decorated our lounge for Christmas, and so we still had our Christmas decorations up, and we're just like, oh my God, like we might not make it out of this one, boys.
Why I remember that winter, I don't remember it being that cold, but I just remember it snowing a shit ton and having to like, because I worked over at the Memorial Union, I had to shovel out every single day basically
It
because
snowed in like the
I was
later,
there.
like I remember like January, February, March, it
Mhm.
snowed a bunch, but this was like December and like early January.
Oh
And that was
yes,
when it was just like cold.
yeah. It was like a deep for like at least
'Cause it was,
solid
like I said,
1
I
or
mean, it
2
was
weeks.
right around Christmas. So it
Mhm.
was like right before winter break and then like right after. 'Cause
Yep.
a bunch of us came back like early from winter break. And so we were all like they were not really accommodating like large
Nope.
amounts of students, even though we had
Classic.
most of a floor worth of kids that were like, hey, can we like eat food? And they're like, no.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine like people that live on there during the summer. Like, how do
Dude,
you
me
even?
either. You know, our friend Noah did.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did.
I don't know if he
totally-
did for a full summer, but he did for a while.
Was it your freshman year or was it sophomore year? I can't
It
remember.
was the summer between freshman and
Okay,
sophomore
yeah,
year.
yeah,
they
because
got a house.
yeah,
sophomore.
after, yeah. Mm-hmm. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like he was living there until they were able to like fully sign the lease on the house so that he could move his, because he didn't want to pay for a storage unit and he didn't want to drive all his stuff like back home.
Yeah, because
So he's
that's
like,
a
I'll
far
just live
drive.
here. Yeah, exactly. It was like a
I
2.5 hour.
like I know that story, even though like I wasn't in the Snapchat group. I don't know
Yeah.
how I know that story. Damn. I kind of knew the freezing story, but I didn't like know the full part of it.
Yeah, it was caveman times, brother.
Caveman times. Yeah,
Dude, I can't believe it's only been 20 minutes.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
feel
like time
this
goes
is crazy.
by.
I feel like
I'm
like usually our time flies on this
See,
show.
I'm
and it's like,
debating on opening one of these, but I don't know if I want to open up some magic because like I feel like we could
rip it
talk.
at the halfway. Rip it at
This
the halfway.
is the halfway. We're at, you know
Oh,
what?
shit.
Close enough. We're at a good point that we could do it. So why
Do
not?
it.
Fuck it. I got 2 mystery booster packs. I got my phone here. Nobody text me. I'm looking at you.
Text now. Sending snap of my penis.
Opening up Snapchat from Popski99.
Opening snap on stream.
Opening snap on stream. True Love's
On
Kiss.
camera.
True Love's Kiss? Daxos. Some fucker with Shadow. Omen of the Sea. Bogart Harbinger. Corpse Connoisseur. I'm not even... Fist of Flame. Fisting... When I'm fisting your in the flame.
When you could do anything.
Yeah. This guy, Archivist of I can't remember. Hollowed One. What are you doing here?
Oh, God.
Life tap. Ooh, that's Timmer. Oh, it's an opponent. Okay. Ooh, Timmer.
Oh my God.
I'm digging in your butt.
Colonel.
I'm opening a
I'm
second
trying to
pack.
sneak around.
Refuse to yield. I can't read. Giga. I'm just here for the funny jokes. If I find any good pulls, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Watch, I'm gonna get something cool here.
I can't read above a 2nd grade level.
Neither can I. Oh, it jumps to mine. No, it isn't. Okay. Okay, if you fuck this up, you might be on a list, or you might be on Dead Ringer. Dead Ringer. Oh, the Mind Break Trap.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, it's an otter.
Oh.
Okay, that's enough magic.
We also need to pay respects to our another fallen goat, Dr. Jane Goodall.
Friend of the monkeys.
Rest in peace. At the age of 91, passed away.
Really? 91?
She was 91.
91.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. Did a lot of good. Best known for monkeys.
Best known for the monkey.
I haven't watched it. I don't know if you've watched it.
Mm.
But like I always say that my favorite Pokemon is like Infernape. It's one of the top ones. I think another one is Alakazam because he's got spoons, and I have a whole fucking lore about spoons.
Cool.
But apparently in the recent season 2 episode 6 of Peacemaker, Vigilante, basically the Deadpool more or less, is like sees his alternate self and is like, what's your favorite Pokemon? Infernape. And I saw the clip, I'm like, fuck me, fuck.
Oh,
Is this based? What the fuck is going on here?
oh my
I love Monkey.
Oh, my eyes are watering.
Ah,
Like tossed sand.
I hate sand.
Coarse, rough, gets everywhere.
Irritating. Not like you.
Not like you. I like you.
You're coming with me, Lieutenant Dan. You're coming with me.
Dude,
Horse.
Borat Skywalker.
Lieutenant.
Hello, Padme. You are my lady wife.
Borat.
I will be making love to you, even though it is not allowed in the Jedi.
Anakin, you can't do that. You can't make love to Padme. It is against the Jedi rules.
Forrest Gump, Obi-Wan versus Borat. Anakin Skywalker.
Oh. You were the
That's awesome.
chosen one, Anakin. You were supposed to bring balance to the Force, not destroy it.
Obi-Wan Gump versus Borat Skywalker. That's the episode title.
That's the episode.
I'm always thinking when I'm on these, that's all I'm thinking of the whole time is like, what's
gonna be the title?
What's the
yeah,
title?
I think the.
It's Obi-Wan Gump
but then-
versus Borat Skywalker.
But then, who's Lieutenant Dan to? Would it be R2?
Lieutenant Dan is.
No.
It might be C-3PO.
It could be Yoda, but I don't know.
It could be.
It could be. I think C-3PO might be.
I think it is one of the droids.
It has. You know what? Yeah, I think.
But there's an argument for R2.
I would say R2 because he's with them more. But I would think it'd be
and he's
funnier.
More combative.
I think it would be. Yeah, that would make sense. I feel
But
like
C-3PO is
C-3PO would
more
be
of a little
funnier,
bit.
and he could talk viably
Right.
or viably talk.
And R2's wheels kind of represent the wheelchair. Actually, no, he's R2.
Yeah, he's R2.
It's R2.
You can't go upstairs. R2 Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Call the elevator.
Yeah, R2 Dan.
R2 Dan.
R2 Dan.
too.
R2 Dan too.
Dude, we're creating a whole
R2
universe,
Dan
and for
too.
some reason, Borat's there.
Borat's there.
Borat's always there, though, in our hearts.
Yes. Borat is inside our hearts and inside my wife.
There's a little bit of Borat in all of
Just a little bit.
Have you ever seen? I show it to a lot of people, so you probably have. But it's my favorite clip. It's my favorite Borat clip, and it's a deleted clip from Borat. He's in a grocery store, and he's in the cheese aisle, and he just keeps pointing at cheese. He goes, "And this, what is this?" And the guy's like, "That's cheese." And he points at just the next one that's just identical. He goes, "And this, what is this one?" And he's like, "That's cheese." And this one, this is cheese. Yes, that's cheese. And this also is cheese. And he's like, "Yep, that's cheese also."
That's cheese.
And he goes down the
Oh
entire aisle, and then like a typewriter goes all the way back to the beginning, and then just goes to the next row down. And he's like, "And this, what is this one?"
Commitment to
And
the bit.
The dude just takes it, and it's crazy how much that he just like puts up with it, and it goes on for so long. I mean, it's probably like, it feels like 5 minutes.
They probably went out for longer.
I'm sure that, yeah, I mean,
More
it
than
cuts before they actually stopped. But oh my God, it's so funny to me.
I think we have to watch it after in the after show, because like that's so funny.
And here's the thing, actually, this is kind of an interesting direction to take the conversation. So typically, I really hate like cringe comedy, or like embarrassment based comedy, I guess is a good way to put it. Like,
where it's like
I've never like
Impractical Jokers.
Impractical Jokers, Eric Andre. I don't really like Eric Andre. I've seen bits and pieces of like Nathan Fielder's stuff.
Yeah.
But like that's a big reason that I haven't like sat down and watched that in its entirety.
Totally.
Even what was I just about to use it as an example?
I feel like Impractical Jokers, I wasn't a fan either until it just like clicked all of a sudden. It's like I feel like it's an acquired taste a little bit, where it's like you get past that embarrassment.
This one's going to be kind of controversial, but even like, and also to preface this, I'm not much of like a show watcher for the most part. I have a few series that I've watched that I've like stuck with, but I typically, especially if it has a big long catalog, I usually I don't start it. It intimidates me. All of that to say, I have never like sat and intentionally watched The Office.
Oh yeah.
And
fair.
Parts of that, especially like the early seasons, it's like that is like I like physically recoil. Like like
totally.
What?
Because like I feel like those early seasons too, it's just like so stale. Incredibly stale. I feel like the antics like make it silly and kind of cringe, but like I think it adds to the comedy, but it's kind of dry in doing that. And it's just not funny if you've seen it time and time and time again.
Right.
And you just don't like it.
I've gone back and forth on because like for what I was going to say, kind of what ties this all in is that for some reason, Borat does not do that to me. I don't feel that way about Borat, even though it's at its core the same bit.
Oh yeah.
And it's also kind of the way that I feel about like Jackass.
Oh yeah.
And I think that the difference is that in like Impractical Jokers and in like the Eric Andre show and things like that, the quote unquote victim is like not the person doing the thing. It's like the guest or the
bystander.
The bystander. Whereas in Jack and in
those kinds of
like
shows,
specifically, I guess like specifically Jackass, like it's they themselves are the target.
Yeah.
And I think that for some reason like, overrides it in my, and it makes it turns it back around to being like, okay, now this is enjoyable.
Yeah. Like I have so many fond memories with Jackass. Well, I think a lot of people do, but it's like I remember one time just watching it with like a bunch of the wrestling team, just like hooting and hollering in some like guy's basement, and it's just like, I think it was like I don't know if it was the treadmill. I think it was the scuba and the treadmill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think
the first one that I ever saw was the porta potty on the bungee cord.
Oh my god, that's just,
which is maybe the worst thing they've ever done.
Didn't they do it to like Britney Spears or someone like that? I feel like they did.
They pretended. I think that one was like fake. They like tipped over a porta potty with her in it or something.
Yeah.
But the one where it was on the bungee cords, that was Steve-O.
Yeah, that one. I remember that one.
And he's just like vomiting the whole time as he's just like flying through the sky. It's insane. But I remember seeing that. I think I was in like middle school, and I was like, "That's crazy."
It's insane.
And then I remember seeing Jackass 3D because it was on Netflix at like a friend's birthday party in, again, like late middle school, maybe early high school. And I was like, that's awesome. And then
when did they put they did like Jackass, was it 5? They did a couple years ago? Because I remember 4
was the most recent one. It was Jackass
4 was the most recent one. Yeah, Jackass Forever.
And then on Netflix they did 4.5. That was like all the cut bits from, which was long enough to make its own like hour and a half long feature on Netflix. I feel like that's what I saw the 4th one in theaters with my dad.
Who did I see it with?
It is to this day, I think it's the only movie that I've ever seen my dad laugh out loud at.
Oh my god. So one time, speaking of like movies that are just like, one time me and my dad went to a movie called About My Father. So it's Robert De Niro as like, you know, this old traditional Sicilian Italian dad. Right. And he's like, he's like with his son or whatever. And his son is trying to propose to his girlfriend and, try to get married, this and that. And so him and his father go to like her rich parents' home for the weekend. And there's this scene like in like the midway point of the movie. He's getting along with the family, starting to get along with the family. And they go like on the yacht and they go water skiing, but then they bring out the like jet water pack, like
yeah.
And then Robert De Niro goes on it, and I don't know how or why, but his swim trunks fall off.
Incredible.
And he's just
flopping. He hangs dong.
Yeah, he hangs dong, and he's flipping and flopping around the entire theater, and he smacks against the yacht as like the whole family sees his dick and balls.
That's so sick.
And me and my dad are just like hooting and hollering in the theater. Just howling. Awesome. We weren't going into this movie like expected to be doing that, but we were just like, oh my god. We were just like, we're this close to just like pissing our pants laughing. It was so funny.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's so weird that like, I mean, I feel like that's going to be like a core memory for me. Is like, I mean, not like the whole theater was laughing. I forget which bit it was in there that had everyone going. I think it was the mouse traps, or where they like locked everyone in the dark room and then started
that was a good one.
And he just goes, I'm Johnny Knoxville, welcome to hell, and they just kill the lights. Insane. I loved it so much. And they have Pontius dancing around like fucking Wild Bill from Silence of the Lambs. But like the whole theater was like cackling, and I like turned over and looked at my dad, and he's like red faced, like tears running down his face, laughing. And I'm like, I have never in my life seen you look like this. I'm like, this is crazy.
You know what's also
And it's
funny
just-
about the this? So I went and saw The Naked Gun,
I
a
still
couple months
haven't
ago.
seen it.
The exact same theater as I saw that movie with my dad. I'm like, no
Yeah.
fucking way.
Did you go to Naked Gun with your dad?
No. Like I was the last one I family to see it, and I was like the first one to
Oh.
be interested. I was like first one to
Oops.
see the trailer, first one to whatever. I'm like, I just didn't have the time to see it.
Fair enough.
So I went and saw it. I'm like, almost the exact same scene. I'm like, damn, this is trippy.
That's awesome. And you liked it, right?
Mhm.
I think I remember you saying that you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I didn't stay through the entire credits because I think it was like super late. But I know there's like a bunch of visual gags and stuff like that, and they kept it to a tight like 90 minutes or something like that.
That's always impressive when movies can do that now.
But like all four technically Naked Gun movies are like the exact same length
That's
to the dot or something like that. I can't remember.
I think that movies need to either be 90 minutes or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there is no longer room for like an in between.
And if you're gonna be an in between, well, I feel like if you're gonna be like longer than like say 2 hours, have some point where you can like pee or something like that.
Well, I just think
I don't know.
I mean, I think if you're gonna be between 2 and 3 hours, you need to be like a slop franchise movie that's getting a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
That's what fits in that time slot. Like,
Or it's-
it needs to be something that you can kind of afford to like skip 15 minutes out of the middle,
Yeah.
like, and you still got your.
I feel like
your,
a Harry Potter could do that, or if they
Harry
did.
Potter is a great example.
What's
Hunger
the
Games?
Hunger Games? I feel like they can do a tight. They can do a tight one, like 90.
They
though.
could, but they didn't, or at least they stopped doing so.
Yeah, I feel like the first one they probably should have went longer though.
First one should have been longer. Second one was perfect, just like the book. And then the third one they shouldn't have split into two movies,
Yeah,
but they did because everyone else did.
yeah, everyone else was doing it at the time. It was a
Dumb.
style at the time. It truly
was.
was.
It was a bad trend.
It was
I hated the dividing.
Oh, fucking Divergent did that shit too.
Divergent did it. Harry Potter did it.
Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter was was Harry Potter the first one to do it?
It was either Harry Potter or Twilight.
Yeah, I think it was Harry Potter. Harry Potter, Twilight, then
all the young adult novels.
Yeah.
Like the dystopian young adult
mhm.
Divergent, Hunger Games,
yeah.
Maze Runner.
I'll-
Maze Runner fucked up their movies, dude.
Yeah, I haven't watched a whole lot of them. Like I've seen bits and
Ooh.
parts here and there, but oh boy,
Did you read the books?
no.
So I read the first 3 books in middle school, and then I went and saw the movie because the movies were coming out when I was in
Mhm.
high school. And
Yeah,
I saw the first one, and the first one was actually really good and actually stuck to the book pretty well.
yeah, because I
And then
feel
the
like
second,
the first one, I haven't read the full story, but I feel like it's
Yeah.
super contained and it knows what it wants to do.
but the problem is, and it does what a book series is obviously going to do.
Set up the
Is-
sequel.
It sets up the sequel, and it's spoiler alert for a 15-year-old book now, but it they get out of the maze, most of them, at the end, and they go out into the world. And the second movie might as well have just looked at the book and then Luke Skywalker tossed it over their shoulder and just said, "We're actually just gonna make like a generic like post-apocalyptic movie."
Because I know there was
And-
like zombies or something like that,
Yeah,
which
and I mean,
didn't
if
make
I
sense.
remember right, they're like kind of were zombies, but like not even remotely close to how they were portrayed in the movie. And like they just like fully removed like multiple characters, and just like it was a nightmare of a movie. I remember I saw it in high school with a bunch of other people who had read the book.
Oh no.
And some of them had read it much more recently than I had, and they were like, "That's the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire life." And I was like, "Aye, Captain."
Fucking Dune. Oh my god.
Ooh.
So we got to keep up the Dune tradition.
Of course.
We got to keep up the Dune tradition. We're all pilgrimaging up to Fargo.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
And
then we go.
No, we need to make Cam do the 6-bite burger.
By that point, he better be at the 5 bite.
He better be at the 5 bites.
He better be training.
He better be like hitting fucking Culver's right after.
You gotta do something.
Like he's gotta be gobbling on burgers.
Bro better sound like Minecraft Steve by the
He better be like other game characters. They see a huge like rotisserie chicken on the ground, just absorb it into their body and get 10 health from it.
Or he eats it and you see the whole outline of it in his neck for like a couple frames before he swallows it.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he gets 25 health.
Ooh. But you have to execute the QuickTime event just perfectly. If you miss it, if you fuck that up, it's going down the wrong pipe and
it locks you in the animation.
And then it locks you in the animation, and then we got to do the CPR mini game, which is insanely hard. Nightmare. And if we fuck up, it's even worse because then we go into
even bigger nightmare.
Even bigger CPR nightmare. Then you got to play the harder version. I don't like to play that version.
Yeah, yuck. I was telling our good friend Stingray the other day. I was looking through on my calendar on my phone, and I saw that I had set a reminder for Halloween that I have to replay the smash indie hit Mouthwashing.
Oh yeah.
Because I decided that game is like foundational to me now, and I have to replay it every year. So I have not touched it since, but I just saw that because apparently it's like the 1-year anniversary of the game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
And they released, I don't know, I didn't see that it was paid, but they called it DLC, and it's like a bunch of like the early versions of the game that are just available to play now.
Huh.
Which I think is really interesting. And so that will be something that will be commemorated for sure. Let's just say it that way.
Let's just say
we will definitely be
gonna do
commemorating this.
When is
Halloween is on a Friday.
Ooh. I'll probably have to work, but I don't know.
I would love to not. I would love to have.
I think it's probably
the
like
last few Halloweens.
I mean, I've worked during the day, and then like came home at night and whatever.
That's what sucks. Typically, with my line of work, my shift is 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., which is all of Halloween time. That is all of Halloween time.
I don't really I was going to say, what's your favorite Halloween movie? I can't say I have one, but
it's what is that called? Scary Godmother.
Oh yeah. I have not watched it all the way. I have not watched it all the way.
Oh, dude. That was one of the movies that I remember my mom, like, I think it was just because she didn't like the animation style.
Mm-hmm.
I remember her being like, I don't like you watching
It
that.
is.
I was
It
like,
is janky.
Okay.
It is
I was
very
like,
janky.
Okay, it is. It's fucked. But I was like, okay, tell me why. She's like, I can't. And I'm like, okay, then I'll watch it. And so that was like a growing up movie.
You flipped over your mom and slid
That's
into
right.
the TV.
Make me pizza, bitch.
Come move some pizza rolls, Mom.
I would never say that about my mom. Not ever. Only in a joke format.
Yes, of course.
On a podcast.
Of course. Obviously. We wouldn't be joking about our moms.
But never. Only about Cam's mom.
Yeah, except for Cam's mom.
We'll joke about Cam's. And he can't do anything because
He can't
overseas.
do anything. He should be watching because
Ooh.
he's doing
What if
he's doing an international flight. He can watch Megalopolis. He's
true.
the only one of us that can watch Megalopolis unless if we somehow get lucky, find a copy and just play it, which is not possible.
True. I think here's what we do. I think that we all send Cam's mom Facebook friend requests. And I think that we send him the screenshots of us doing that. And we say, what are you going to do about it, white boy? And then we all go to Fargo. And we don't do anything, but we imply. We just keep sending him like location tagged images of us in Fargo together, just like prowling residential neighborhoods, and then just get him on edge for a bit. He won't hear this.
He won't hear this
unless anyone clips this and sends it to him
for legal reasons.
But they won't.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
That's right, Cam. I'm looking right at you now, Cam. If you hear this, we're going to have sex with your mom, and it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
And you're overseas, and you just have to know that it's happening.
I'm a child of divorce.
That's all you can do. That's right.
I'm a child of divorce. You know, I should play that sound. God,
Perhaps.
Perchance. I don't know what got into me to make this audio clip. Where the fuck is it? So I got bored on what the fuck is the program called?
Audacity.
Not Audacity. God, I can make it be on Audacity. I don't need anything. It's on Ableton. Where is it? I got bored and it just took the clip of Cam saying I'm a child of divorce. I'm a child of divorce. And turned it into, where the fuck is this thing? I swear to... Oh, Cam Tunes, maybe. It's not in here. What the fuck?
Ooh, I just realized if we wrap this before 1, if we go past 1, these hanging lights behind me are going to cut off. They automatically turn off at 1 a.m.
The Among Us Fortnite burger.
Oh, I'm venting.
I'm venting. I can't
What
find
is this? That's cheese. And this. What is this one?
It's cheese.
That's also cheese.
What about
And
this one?
Is cheese.
And this is?
And this is a cheese? Yes, that's...
This is cheese?
And this is a cheese also.
And this guy in the corner? Wait. This guy is cheese? Is this guy cheese?
Borat buying cheese. It's a 4-minute video.
4-minute. Well, maybe we're watching the after show. You don't have to be. You don't have to be on screen.
For sure. I just wanted to make sure that I found it.
Oh yeah. We gotta. Oh yeah, because you can show it on your thing. I can watch it from there and do it from that way. Yeah, Timmer.
This has 574,000 views. Jesus.
Oh, what? We can go over. If the lights go off, the lights go off. We just got dark Popski in here.
That's right.
That's right. The only light will be the bathroom light.
That's right. Bathroom light. And the light of the Emperor.
The light of the Emperor. And the light of your computer monitor. And the light on the microphone.
I love the full title of Borat. Do you know the full title of Borat? Like the movie from the original.
Crap, I don't know. Like, I know it's
it's
stupid.
It's
stupid long.
Borat, Cultural Learnings of America for Make Benefit Glorious Nation of Kazakhstan.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very nice.
I overloaded my encoder. How did that happen? Me when I overload my encoder. I blanked out a little bit. I think I overloaded my own encoder. You know what? Let's wrap it up here real quick.
Let's wrap it up. All right.
And then the episode will be. I'll bring you back on in a second.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mute him.
Goodbye, everyone.
He's in the corner. I'm putting him in the timeout corner. He's still. His Popski's still with us in spirit. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/original, whatever, where you can not only interact in the chat, you can watch it happen live, you can change how this episode goes, you can also watch the after show, which is what we're going to do after this. And also, yeah, it's up for 2 weeks on Twitch. Once it's gone, it's gone. But there's also YouTube and Spotify where you can watch the edited episodes, and that's all pretty cool. I gotta tell you, it's pretty cool. I gotta make some actual video effort onto making some do reviews because I recorded one how many episodes ago? But once I get that one done, or 2 of them done, it's gonna be epic. I don't know if I need to. I'll have to think about other ideas for videos, but I don't know. I haven't done one in a while, and I do want to make one. But also, October is gonna be fucking crazy for me in work. Oh my god, it's gonna suck. But that's going to mean a good paycheck, so whatever. Thank you to Grains for the use of their song Used to It off of the album The Call. I was going to try to hang out with them over the weekend, but like they were all like in separate places at the time that I was like, hey, I'll go do something. And then I was like, I don't know where they all are. I don't want to whatever. But it's whatever. But yeah, go listen to their stuff on Spoofy, Spotify, and other listening platforms on YouTube as well. I'll talk about a story about that in the after show. And thank you guys for listening, watching, doing what you do, and all their stuff, because I got to get a little bit quicker and it kind of ended so me and Popski can actually talking about stuff. But as I look at the time, it's not midnight here anymore, but it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then,
We're just when I needed you. See from a different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go. When I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.